People speak different love languages. The problem is, most of us have been speaking the wrong one our whole lives and wondering why we still feel unloved.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Evelyn, and you know that the right book can completely change how you approach life. Today we are diving into the 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman, a book that I believe every young woman needs to read before entering any serious relationship, because this book does something remarkable. It does not just teach you how to love someone else, it teaches you how to communicate what you need and how to recognize when someone is already loving you in ways you have been missing. I'm going to walk you through each of the 5 love languages, and for each one I want to show you specifically how we as women can apply it, whether we are in a relationship, whether you're healing from one or preparing for one. This one is for you. So if you're ready, let's get into it.
So let's go to love language number 1, words of affirmation. Chapman says that for some people, verbal expressions of love are not just nice to hear, they are essential. For some people, compliments, encouragement, and appreciation are how they feel most deeply loved. This simply means that I love you is not enough. It is the specific, intentional words that fill their emotional tank. I am proud of you. You handled that beautifully. I see how hard you are working. Those words, those specific, intentional affirmations are everything. For women especially, this love language is powerful because many of us have spent years hearing words that diminished us. Words from partners, from culture, from social media that told us we were too much, not enough, or both at the same time. And what Gary Chapman is saying is, words matter. They can build a person up or tear them down. And if words of affirmation are your love language, you are not being needy. You are being honest about what your soul needs to thrive. So let me ask you, do the people closest to you speak life into you with their words? Or are you starving for affirmations you never receive?
Please let me know in the comment section, and let us move on to number 2. Acts of service.
For some people, actions speak far louder than words. Chapman says that for this love language, love is shown through doing, through helping, supporting, and taking responsibilities off someone's plate because you genuinely care. This simply means that if your love language is acts of service, the most romantic thing someone can do for you is not flowers. It is doing the dishes without being asked, picking you up when your car is in the shop, helping you prepare for that big presentation. For women especially, this love language touches something very real, because many of us give acts of service constantly. We quietly wonder if anyone will ever serve us back. Chapman's message here is clear. If someone loves you through action, receive it. And if acts of service is what fills your cup, communicate that clearly, because your partner cannot love you well if they do not know your language. And this is true in friendships, in family relationships, and in romantic relationships. Love is practical, and that truly matters.
Before we go further, which love language do you think is yours? Drop in the comments below. I genuinely want to know, and I promise you I'll respond. And if this is resonating with you, please hit the like button. It really matters, please. Okay, let's keep going. Love language number 3, receiving gifts. A lot of us are excited about this one, including me, because why not? Now, I want to address this one carefully, because when people hear receiving gifts, they immediately start thinking materialistic. But Chapman is very clear. This love language is not about the gift, it's about what the gift represents.
A gift says, I was thinking about you when you were not there. It says, you are worth the thought, the time, and the effort. For people with this love language, a hand-picked wildflower means more than the most expensive dinner, because it was intentional. This simply means that the symbol of love is what matters, not the price tag. For women especially, this is a powerful reframe. Chapman is validating that desire. Being seen, remembered, and considered, that is not vanity. That is a human need. And here is the other side. If receiving gifts is not your love language, do not miss someone whose it is. They are not materialistic, they are just speaking a language you have not learned yet.
Next up is quality time. Now, Chapman defines quality time as giving someone your undivided, focused, intentional attention, not sitting in the same room, scrolling your phone, not half listening while watching TV. I should really change. Full present eye contact, engaged attention.
This simply means that for people with this love language, the greatest gift you can give them is you fully there. For women especially, quality time is deeply connected to feeling valued because we live in a world that is constantly distracted. Notifications, deadlines, social media, everything competes for our attention. But when someone chooses to put all of that down and just be with you, it communicates something profound. It says, you are the most important thing in this moment. And I want to apply this beyond romantic relationships. Quality time matters in your friendships, in your relationship with God, and in your relationship with yourself. When did you last give yourself truly undivided, intentional time just to sit with your own thoughts, your own dreams, your own growth? You see what I did there? I turned the love language inward because sisterhood starts with how you love yourself.
The next one is the final one, which is physical touch. And our final love language for this episode in the book. Now, Chapman is very intentional about this word. Physical touch is not primarily about romantic or sexual expression. It's about human connection through the body. A hand on the shoulder, a hug that lingers a moment longer than usual, sitting close to someone you love. These small acts of physical presence communicates safety, warmth, and love in ways words sometimes cannot express.
For people with this love language, physical disconnection, coldness, distance, never being touched, can feel like emotional abandonment, even when nothing is said. For women especially, this love language asks us to consider, how do we communicate safe, meaningful touch in a world that has often made touch complicated or unsafe? Chapman's answer is intentionality and communication. Know your boundaries. Know your language. Only invite what honors your worth. Because your body is a gift, and the people in your life should treat it that way. Every time.
Let's go to what I call the deeper lesson, or should I call it your love tank? Okay, yeah, your love tank. Now, here is what ties all 5 love languages together, and this is the concept I want you to leave with today. Gary Chapman introduces what he calls the love tank. He says that every person has an emotional love tank, and when it is full, we feel secure, valued, and connected.
When it is empty, we feel lonely, misunderstood, and unloved, even if the people around us think they are loving us well. The problem is speaking the wrong language.
This is what moved me most about this book. It shifts the conversation from, why don't I feel loved, to, am I communicating what I need? And am I learning how others need to receive love? For young women navigating relationships, romantic, platonic, or family, this framework is life-changing because when you know your love language and the language of the people you love, everything shifts. You see, conflicts make more sense and silence makes more sense. And love becomes something you can actually build intentionally and together.
If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments, what is your primary love language? And has knowing it changed how you show up in your relationships? I would genuinely love to hear from you. And if you enjoy book reviews, faith inspiration, and conversations that help you grow, please do not forget to subscribe. I will be glad to hear from you in the comments, and I will be glad to see you in my next episode. Bye for now.